your career, and I know you do play a lot of NBA 2K, and you play a different position than you play in real life, so tell us about that. Why?
I mean, there's partly two reasons. I think as a big, especially, I mean, in 2K and real life, you kind of have the most control of the game. Like, you can defend the rim, you can affect shots, you can grab all the rebounds, you can control who you're passing it to off an inbound.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the lethal frontcourt pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. And it's Joseph in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, on the court tonight, Grant, a lot of talent, but also some inexperience.
Well, B.A., these teams are young. Yes, they are. But here's a chance for them both to get a little more seasoning and continue to develop their respective games.
It'll be Orlando off the tip. SGA against Suggs. Wagner, the pass to Bane. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
SGA deciding where to go with it. It's tipped. Suggs outside. Pass to Wagner. Banchero against Holmgren. Holmgren with the block. And they recover it. 5 on the clock. Here's Suggs. About a minute played here so far in the first. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
Outside Bane. Suggs outside. Right side Bane. And MP throws it down.
And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Yep, that one goes.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. What SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to SGA. Tipped away and stolen by Bane. Here's Joseph. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Take a break. Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, kept alive, rejected. Gilgeous-Alexander against Suggs, and that one's good. Joseph. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Magic?
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Williams, following the bucket by the Magic. Clock at 6. SGA against Suggs. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Pass to Joseph. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
That's just concentration from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy's accustomed to big-time defense.
Suggs with it. Hartenstein covering. Deflected! Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. To the inside. Joseph.
What you love about Hartenstein, good size, quick feet.
Joseph can't hit. Wallace, the pass to SGA. Hartenstein, and so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
SGA against Suggs, And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Hartenstein. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for Isaiah Hartenstein.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Jalen Suggs gets a ton of attention for his offensive skill set, and that's appropriate. But let's remember, he can be imposing defensively.
Wallace, we saw him with 11 points in his last game. He had to fade back on that one, but still got it to go. And it's 8 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Setting each other up beautifully, I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Orlando moving the ball around. And Banchero passes to Joseph. 5 to shoot. Back to Banchero. Shoots. Wallace pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 6 of 11 so far. Pure from 3-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Suggs. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Mitchell's checked in. So it's the Thunder now. Orlando making their last shot. Here's Bane. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Welcoming the contact. Bane's built like a tree trunk out there.
And the Thunder call time here. And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season, bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach, this team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
Silva's checked in for Wagner. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Dort, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Dort outside. Wagner against Caruso. Oh, nice D from Carter. Orlando leading. De Silva with the bucket.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Williams passes to Mitchell. Here's Caruso. The kick out to Williams. Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's De Silva, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Carter. Cranked it in off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Orlando lead.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Mitchell. No good again that time.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
City making a switch here. Joe's checked in. Right side, Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Now Dort. No points so far. Shot clock at 6. The deep three. Orlando with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad.
And always a lot to find out when opponents haven't seen each other yet.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Now here's Dort. Pass to Caruso. Williams up top. Now here's Joe. To end the drought. And too long on the shot.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Here's Black. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Magic lead by 9.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And Mitchell with the slam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Thunder trail by 10. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Now here's Caruso. Still without a bucket. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Now here's Black. Tightly guarded. Pass to Bane. Up and in on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Orlando lead.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Mitchell. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. That one off the back iron and out.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball.
Oklahoma City ball.
The Magic making a switch here. Bataze's checked in. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Joe. Williams against Bataze. It's Dort on the wing. 6 to shoot. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bane. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Bane's got 9 points and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Magic out in front. They lead by 14. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt, and it's Hartenstein in at the center position. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He contributed 52 points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Banchero's checked in for Orlando. Thunder trail by 12. Here's Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Wallace. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. The 11-footer. Hartenstein, no good. Magic leading by 12. Banchero driving hard. On target from about 13 feet.
They have no answer defensively inside.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And that one's good. SGA's got 10 points.
My goodness, the ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to invite, to initiate that contact, so tough.
Now here's Suggs. His last outing, he had 24 points. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect, if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
Here's Suggs, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. To the paint. Here's Joseph. And MP throws it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? Hartenstein doing easy work around the cup. That's a pretty pass and a better finish.
Dort against Wagner. MP outside. And stolen by Hartenstein. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Franz Wagner. These are his first free throws of the game. That's good from Dort. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Now here's Suggs. Give him 8 points now. Banchero outside. Orlando moving the ball around. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
I tell you, watch out when Jalen Suggs gets downhill. The athleticism is on display.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Suggs. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. And while the season has still only just begun, this year's class of rookie talent has been eager to show us what they're capable of. So let's check in on the Rookie of the Year race and see who's leading the pack. You look at Joseph, what an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt, and he's setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class.
Yep, that one's good. Hartenstein's got 12 points.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And he's going for the oop here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Suggs. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get. But I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough. And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Here's Suggs. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Joseph has got his 5th assist in this one. On the wing, SGA. He's covered by Suggs. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Boy, with all the defense and intangibles he provides, to see Hartenstein cooking offensively, this is good work.
Here's Joseph. Pass to Wagner. Suggs outside. 6 on the shot clock. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Holmgren. And here's Dort. And here's Hartenstein. He's covered by Suggs. The 6-footer. And Hartenstein gets it to go. Hartenstein's got 12 now in this quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Orlando calls timeout. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
And it's good. 2 points.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Here's SGA. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They're working the outside game more than they did in the first quarter. The balanced approach seems to be paying off.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Caruso, he's checked in for Dort, and Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And the Thunder in possession here. Orlando making their last shot. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
To the middle. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Joseph can't hit.
When the ball touches the paint, you've got to swarm defensively. Really good job on defense.
SGA against Bane. A good look from Holmgren with nobody on him. He buries that jumper. Holmgren's got 6 points.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Inside. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander turning on the Jets.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Thunder trail by 6. Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, guarded by Bane. And it's SGA missing. Carter finds MP. Back to Carter. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Carter's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly first baser, but he said I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. B.A., back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. On the wing, SGA. Here's Holmgren. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Joseph. And a nice finish on the layup. And it's a 12-point Orlando lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Caruso outside.
First half, 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the half. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Mitchell.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Down low. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. SGA with it. He had 34 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
And there's Caruso. That one's good on the assist from SGA. SGA's got 6 assists now in the game. Now here's Black to the inside. Here's Joseph. Carter. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Carter's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, in pursuit of the basketball, that extra effort paying off for Wendell Carter Jr.
There's Holmgren on the slam.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Up top, Black. Checked by Mitchell. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Thunder trail by 10. Outside Mitchell. Outside Williams. Bain against SGA. Clock at 6. Holmgren right side. Uncovered. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. SGA's got 7 assists in the game. Black outside. To the paint. Here's Joseph. Uses the glass on the layup.
Assistant.
Joseph has got 24 points.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And SGA throws it down.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Back to Joseph. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And so it's Orlando up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Thunder trail by 8. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Joseph in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Banchero.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
That one's good for 2.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Wagner on the wing. Back to Suggs. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, because Suggs can do so much offensively, he's able to keep defenders off balance, very willing to absorb the contact.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First free throw is good. Bane, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs hits them both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Suggs against SGA. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Great D that time from Banchero.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Wagner, and that one's long. Thunder trail by 8. To the middle. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow, Alex Caruso showing some touch on the interior.
Suggs, the pass to Joseph. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Joseph has got 26.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
On the wing, Caruso. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
We know Caruso can be a threat from outside the arc. The defense has got to honor that shot.
Suggs, the pass to Joseph. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Desmond Bane.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
The first free throw is good. Joe's checked in for SGA. And both free throws good for MP. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Caruso. Soft touch off the glass. Caruso's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Wow, that is so strong. Caruso anticipating the contact that makes a heck of a play.
Fade away. And Wagner gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 7.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Hartenstein passes to Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Banchero.
Yeah, you're going to have to try to foul him harder. Chet Holmgren wants to score through contact, getting stronger and stronger.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. free throw good from Holmgren.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
And down it goes. 2 points. Suggs has got 18 points in the game.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now here's Caruso. He's got 10. Joe misses.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Goes back up. Joseph. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 8-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Well, Hartenstein sees a path to the rim and does not hesitate.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 18, and it's in there.
Another reason why they're up, just taking what the defense giving him here.
Pass to Hartenstein. Joe on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Back to Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
Well, you look at Banchero. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Now here's Banchero. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. They get it again. And MP throws it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really...
Substitution on the court.
Holmgren against MP. De Silva. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Assist goes to
Joseph has got 9 assists now tonight.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Magic. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got, Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Topic. Then there's Jared McCain. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. Pass to Williams. Inside. Little turnaround. And that one hits the back iron.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Joseph. And he lays it up and in. Joseph has got 36 points.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Outside McCain. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, B.A., so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. but your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, B.A.
Pass to Williams. Here's Wiggins. Over MP. Oh, MP with a block. Now Howard. Back to Joseph. To the middle. And the dunk by Wagner.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
It's just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Orlando's got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Down low. Joseph passes to Wagner. Lays it up and banks it in. Wagner's got 6 here in the quarter.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Wiggins outside for 3. Knocks down the long J. Wiggins has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Carter against McCain. Carter, good.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Caruso misses. The Magic have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Howard. Here's Joseph. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Williams finds McCain. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Orlando, they've gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. To the paint. Here's Williams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
And the Magic with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Howard. To the inside. Carter on the wing. Covered by McCain. Just 5 to shoot. And they get it back. Wiggins with a steal. Here's Topic. Guarded by Howard. It's Wiggins on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
Pass to Wiggins. Oh, MP with a block. To the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Carter against McCain. The kick out to Williams. From deep. Orlando with the rebound. Joseph has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. The shot by Howard, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. The Magic making a switch here. Bataze's checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Lou Dort, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Joe subbed in for McCain. Great open look there.
Isaiah Joe.
Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Do not give Isaiah Joe a window for three-point baskets. He will take them.
Carter, the pass to Joseph, and MP throws it down.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Outside Carter. And he lobs it up top. And that one's good. Joseph has got 44.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Williams passes to Dort. Now here's Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Again with the block.
What a defensive performance. 12 blocks.
He is shutting them down right now. On the attack, Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Magic.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Carter, good.
He doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he sees everything, including that opening.
To the middle. Here's Dort. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Down low. Orlando moving the ball around. And stolen by Williams. Dort, the pass to Williams. Back to Dort. Williams on the wing. There's the 3. MP with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Topic. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Isaiah Joe.
And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Holmgren, the pass to Williams. Inside. Holmgren finds Williams. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Dort. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Thunderball.
Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Howard.
Magic. Desmond Bane.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Magic ball.
Suggs against Mitchell. Batadze, the pass to Joseph. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Suggs. On the tape. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And here's Holmgren. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. A lot of people think the NBA has never been better, Doris. What's your favorite thing about the league right now?
BA, you can't ask me one favorite thing. I mean, these players are at the most skilled I've ever seen them. The tough shot making's ridiculous. The three-point ability off the bounce. Do you know how hard it is what some of these guys are capable of doing nightly? Please.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
On the wing, MP. He's covered by Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Let's go with a 3.
This guy is so strong physically. Lou Dort locked in defensively.
Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. Here's Holmgren. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, BA, anchoring the defense.
Dort outside, pulls it, connects, the jumper drops. So Dort's got 4 points this quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Boy, you felt his impact all over the game tonight. A triple-double, outstanding.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A chance to check out our player of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Well, you can bet he knows what kind of challenge it is taking on the defending champs. He brought it all to the table tonight. He didn't hold anything back, getting them the win. To the middle. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Holmgren finds Dort. Lets it go. And it's Orlando with a rebound. And here's MP. An easy 2 on the layup. Joseph has got 48.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Anthony Black.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the first one at the line is good.
Line for the Thunder, Mitchell.
Both free throws good from Mitchell. And the Magic call time here. They're on top by 31. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our
For free.
Tell us more about your center build. How tall is he? What's his wingspan? Where are you putting their cap breakers?
Man, I have like 7 builds, and all of them are bigs. I have like
Love that.
I've got like a Shaq big. I got like a stretch big. I've got just like a pure lock big. But probably the one that I'd use the most is like more of a balanced one. The one that could do everything. He's like a 6'11" max wingspan, lowest weight. I got to be fast. I got to be able to hedge and then fly in for rebounds too. Where am I putting?
Welcome from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. The Magic taking on the Nuggets. For Orlando, they've shown no fear this season. Now on the road against one of their toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Nuggets, Magic, tip-off right after this. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA. So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt, and it's Joseph in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Tim Hardaway is out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Johnson in at the 3. Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, BA, it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body, and mentally, it might be even more difficult.
Now here's Johnson. Down low, Jokic, and the dunk by Jokic.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Here's Suggs, and he gets that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. Last game, 26 points for him. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Murray is a guy who gets to the line a lot. He's a little more explosive than he appears, and he knows how to draw contact.
And so he makes both from the line. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when pressure is on.
Yeah, BA, his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Suggs, the pass to Joseph. Rebounded by Denver. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year, they beat this team in both games.
I like this matchup for them. Not a cakewalk. It's not going to be easy, but they clearly have the advantage.
Murray, no good.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got his second basket of the night.
With his speed, Suggs able to get one step ahead, and then he's ready to let it fly.
Murray finds Hardaway. Outside Johnson to Jacks up a three. Counted from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Suggs. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game.
The pick and roll is all about creating options. I like the decision there on the pass by Suggs.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Misses the one-handed jam.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
First trip to the line for him here.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
First one falls. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Denver.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Here's Jokic, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Jokic has got 6 points. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. They trail by 3. Pass to Banchero. To the inside, Joseph. Jokic grabs the board.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. No good there. Magic trail by 3. Here's Suggs. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Tremendous effort from Suggs on the fast break. I tell you, it's not easy to keep up with him.
Murray passes to Johnson. Suggs against Murray. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Orlando calls timeout. They come into this. Nuggets trail by 5. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Jamal Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Strother in at the small forward. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Oklahoma City was all business. He dropped 48 points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Allie, great info there. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
And the call over the back.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Now here's Gordon. No points yet. And Jokic throws it down.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker as a matchup is a nightmare.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Inside, here's Joseph. Lays it up and banks it in. Joseph has gotten his third basket of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Strother. Now Jokic. Inside, Jokic drops it in.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Gordon can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Here's Banchero. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Boom! Banchero!
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Murray passes to Hardaway. Denver moving it around. And here's Jokic outside. And it's Bane with the rebound. And it's Bane with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah and take on the Jazz. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. 5 on the clock. Off target from 3-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets have one of the better summers of any team. Fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Timeout called, the Magic. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just 3-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
A different look for Denver. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gordon. Johnson comes in for Strother. And it's Brown in for Hardaway. Then for Orlando, Wendell Carter. He's checked in for Paolo Banchero. De Silva comes in for Wagner. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Desmond Bane. Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Here's Jokic. They get it back. MP with the block. Up again. They shoot again. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And that one falls for Carter. All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Magic?
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register. Back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Nuggets trail by 5. Murray passes to Valanciunas. Back to Murray. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You could see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finalists. Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
And that one drops.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Down low. Here's Najee. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Jamal Murray with the dunk.
Suggs against Brown. Brown with the steal. Outside Murray. From deep, Johnson. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
So for Orlando right now, on the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. MP is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And stolen by Jokic. Murray up top. Who poked away. Throws it up high. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
To the inside, Joseph. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. 8 points for MP.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Jokic. Now Hardaway. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Here's Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes. Jokic has got 16 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Strawther's checked in for Johnson. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Murray. Denver moving it around. Here's Strawther, defended by Wagner. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Strawther's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Here's Suggs. Here he goes. And he goes in for the dunk.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
Pass to Strawther. Now Jokic. Oh, Jokic, he's a handful down there.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Good work there as it goes.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Got a hand on it.
Boy, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there. Reacted quickly and got the block.
Payne, the pass to Joseph. The shot won't fall. Good D by Jokic. Here's Hardaway. No good. A bit long that time.
2 minutes remaining in the
Orlando trailing here. Suggs outside to the paint. Here's Joseph. And MP throws it down.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
Pass to Gordon. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
For the Nuggets, Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Hardaway. Najee comes in for Gordon. A minute 29 left to play in the third quarter here. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Murray. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Offensive rebound, and MP throws it down. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Brown, he's checked in for Johnson. Pass to Murray. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bane. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
MP with the block. Wagner against Murray. The fader, and Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Boy, Wagner's mid-range stroke looks nice, really fluid. Shot mechanics, perfect.
Down low. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Murray. And that's now 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Takes one from 10 feet, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Launches a 3. Orlando with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Wagner against Brown. Black passes to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Carter. Back to Joseph. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Carter Jr. does a nice job there giving it up to his teammate. A solid passer at his position.
Nuggets trail by 9. On the wing, Murray. Black defending. Here's Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Black. Can't hit the step back J. And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential. Pass to Gordon. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And yep, it's good.
Yeah, what an aggressive take from Bane. So confident on these drives.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Murray passes to Valanciunas. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Orlando calls timeout. All right, let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
Boy, he's put on quite a performance for this crowd tonight. And when you've got a player racking up as many dunks as he has, I think it's got to be embarrassing for the defense. I mean, he's attacking the basket from every possible angle, and they've yet to find a way to stop him.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. They grabbed their own miss. Oh, MP with a block. And the Magic pushing it up now. Wagner on the wing.
2 minutes.
Orlando moving the ball around. Suggs finds Carter. To the middle. Stolen by Jokic. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter here.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
A physical guard, Suggs, loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Murray for 3. And another miss by Denver.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And MP gets it to go on the assist from Bane. And now it's an 11-point Orlando lead. Inside, Jokic. Tries yet again. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. And Denver making a change here. Najee's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Banchero's checked in. Pulls up, tipped.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Magic.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jalen Suggs.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner.
Denver ball. Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Najee. Murray from outside. Offline. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA. Brought
When you hop on the game, you hop on with your partner, AC. I know you guys play a lot of 2K, especially in my career. Talk about AC and how did you guys build chemistry? How long have you guys been playing together, etc.?
Yeah, so we've been playing for a couple of years now. Yeah, he was actually a videographer for the G League down in the Clippers when I was over there for a little bit. And then he told me to hop on the game one time together. And I said, yeah, man, I'll play. But man, he's.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home floor. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Now the starting group for Orlando. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Joseph in at the 5. And for the Jazz, we've got Jaren Jackson. Bailey out there with George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the small forward position. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. They're still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
Well, it's so hard stopping Jackson Jr. down low. He'll beat even great defense.
Suggs, Kessler with the rebound. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's George. Jackson trying to break free. And that one's good. George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Good work there as it goes.
Just putting on a show right there. Suggs showing off his creativity.
George passes to Jackson. Now Bailey. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Banchero against Jackson. Outside, George. Over Suggs. And the rejection by MP. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding that maybe tilting toward these young legs.
And Joseph drops them both. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. George passes to Kessler. Pass to Bailey. Shoots it. Rebound by the Magic. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
And the Jazz with possession here. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Markkanen. And it's in there.
Physical play from Markkanen through the defender.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. Suggs against George. Suggs passes to Joseph. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for Keontae George. Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Jackson. No good with the wing jumper.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Black the pass to Joseph. So they take the lead. 8 points for Joseph.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Black defending. Inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And stolen by Wagner. And the dunk by Joseph.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
And the Jazz making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. 1:14 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Collier. Hasn't made one yet. And the rejection by MP. Black kicks to Joseph. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Collier, and he uses the glass on the lane.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Black up top. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's up a 3. Cans it from downtown.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
To the middle. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
He was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And Joseph slams it home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Collier. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Utah ball. Checking in for Utah, Kyle Filipowski.
Here's Collier. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far? numbers-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
And so in the game for the Magic, Anthony Black is out there with Jalen Suggs. Then it's MP. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's De Silva in at the threesome. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, well, MP in their last game against Denver delivered quite a performance. He had 22 points, and they were not ready for him to block shots left and right. He's been on a real hot streak of late, and I think everyone wants to see just how long he can keep this up. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Black grabs the board. Orlando leading by 13. Wagner with it. Bailey picks him up. And the dunk by Joseph.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Utah calls timeout. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Now, here's Banchero. Still scoreless.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Filipowski. Great defense that time from Banchero. Here's Wagner. And it's Utah with the rebound. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Markkanen inside the line. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. And so it's Orlando.
The second quarter with the score. Utah 32, Orlando 52.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Joseph.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Jackson is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then it's George. And it's Bailey in at the two-guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Well, that's what Kessler brings to this offense. A constant lob threat.
So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That'll be his second foul of the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to George. No good on that one. Suggs with some nice defense. Bane passes to Banchero, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. To stand in terms of emerging young stars, Banchero is very high on that list.
Well, he sure is, Kevin, because he can create shots for himself and his teammates. And as we've already seen in his early years, this guy is at his best in the playoffs, and that's a trait you're always looking for.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Bailey misses. Orlando leading by 22. Tries again. Outside. Suggs. Back to Joseph. Goes back up. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bailey. And now here's George. The fast break opportunity. It's deflected.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
Wagner against Markkanen to the inside. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Takes it from 10. And good that time. George has got his third basket of the night right there.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Stolen by George. Count that one.
Oh, that's fancy. Ball. Handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Magic leading by 18. Pass to Suggs. Outside, Joseph. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blows. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. De Silva's checked in, and it's Anthony Black in for Bane.
Assisted.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Jazz trail by 19. Here's Collier. He's got 7. Kessler with it. Picked up by Joseph. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Carter, he's checked in for Banchero.
2 minutes
at
remaining
4.
in the third. 2 minutes.
Fades back, and he gets the bucket. Kessler's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he probably didn't need the fadeaway. There's an example of style play.
Carter with the bucket.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
For Utah, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Magic building up a roster of players who D-up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Joseph. 5 to shoot. George way outside. They get it back. And the rejection by MP.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
So on the floor for Orlando, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Joseph in at the 5. Here's Bain. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Personal foul.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Orlando?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Jackson passes to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Down low, Kessler to end the run, and the layup is good.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Here's Suggs. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to George. Here's Collier. Jackson from long range. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession for the Jazz. Kevin Love's checked in for Jackson. Konchar comes in for Markkanen. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Collier. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Love, no good. To the paint. And the dunk by Joseph.
And did they really just pull that off?
I think they did, Greg. Astounding play. Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Kessler passes to Mikhailuk. And Love has it in the corner. There's another block.
A defensive forward so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Howard's checked in for the Magic. Pass to Mikhailuk. Kessler trying to get open. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. That one trumps for him.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Jazz shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Back to George. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game format, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Love the pass to George. Pass to Mikhailuk. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. 1:53 left here in the 4th quarter. Love the pass to Mikhailuk. High post, Kessler. Outside, George. Off target from 3-point range. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And Joseph slams it home.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks
all game long.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Joseph.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Joseph against Love, and Joseph kicks to Howard. Pass to Carter. Right wing. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious
substitution on the court.
20 seconds left in the fourth. George dishes to Markkanen. Three-pointer. George, no good. Bain looking around. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter,